Hi friends! Have you ever had to be really brave or felt really kind? What did you do? One time that I felt really kind was this last week when I brought in one of my teacher friends her favorite coffee and surprised her, and it made her day. So, sometimes characters can be kind or brave too. I'm going to read you a short story today. It's called Luna and the Lost Backpack. Luna has brown hair and she's looking for a backpack. What are some things that you think this character will be like? Maybe hardworking. Hardworking's a good one. Curious. Good job. Doesn't give up. That's another one. Okay. So as I read, I want you to think about who she is and what kind of person Luna is. We'll be listening for clues in what she says and does. These clues help us describe her character traits. Traits are some of the things that can describe what someone is like. Can you say that with me? Character traits on 3. 1, 2, 3. Character traits. Good job. Okay? You'll also hear some new words today, and I just want to go over them. As I said, trait is a word to describe what someone is like. So, if Mr. Sorrow is afraid of heights, and I face my fears to help save rescue a kitty from a tree, you could say that I'm being brave. Okay? Does that make sense? So, we're going to talk about Luna, read the story about Luna, and think about some traits to describe this character. It was the first day of school, and Luna was nervous. Her new school was big, so big. It had 3 floors and a library, with a real fish tank. I know, crazy. As Luna walked through the front doors, gripping her favorite pink backpack, she whispered, "I can do this." Okay? So we're gonna pause right here. What does this tell you about Luna? Is she nervous? What do we think? Yeah, she's kind of nervous. It's her first day of school. Maybe she doesn't really know where everything is or know her friends yet. Is she brave? I said I would think she's brave, especially when we're nervous to do things and doing it anyway. I think that's pretty brave. Let's keep that in mind, okay? At lunchtime, Luna sat alone. She missed all of her old friends. But when she noticed another girl crying near the swings, Luna stood up and walked over. "What's wrong?" she asked. The girl wiped her eyes. "I lost my backpack, and it had my new pencils and my snack inside." Wait a second, thought Luna. Let's find it together. Okay? So Luna's gonna help her friend find this backpack, but they just met. Why do you think Luna helped? What does that say about her? Maybe that she's kind and wants to help a friend out in need. That's a great one. Maybe she's adventurous because she's looking to help her friend find her backpack, but they don't know where it is or where the journey is going to take them. They searched under benches, peeked into classrooms, and asked the janitor. Finally, Luna spotted a purple backpack hanging from a tree branch, probably tossed up there by the wind. "Is this it?" Luna asked. The girl's face lit up. "Yes, thank you so much." "My name's Luna," she said with a smile. "Want to eat lunch with me tomorrow?" The girl nodded. "I'm Ava, and yes, I would like that." Lunch didn't feel nervous anymore. So, how did Luna feel at the beginning of the story? Pretty nervous, kind of scared to go to school. What about at the end? What changed? She made a friend because she helped her friend find her backpack, and she was brave and tried something new. Okay, so now it's time for you to become the character detectives. We're going to make something called a character bag. You can use any paper bag you have, maybe from lunch or the grocery store. If you don't have a bag, fold a piece of paper in half like a book, okay? On the outside of the bag, you're going to use words or pictures to describe Luna and her traits. Then on little pieces of paper, you'll write what she said or did, evidence from the story, to prove it. And you'll put them inside of the bag. So if you write that Luna is kind, maybe your evidence would be a quote that says, "She helped Ava find her backpack." That goes on the inside. Okay? So, everyone's gonna have their bag, and on that bag, you're gonna draw a picture. I drew a picture of Luna with Miss Ava in the backpack over here next to the tree. And the words that I used to describe Luna were kind, brave, and helpful. Let's share some ideas. I shared a few of mine. What are some other things we could say to describe Ava? Adventurous, curious, that's a good one. Anxious, that's a good one. Have you ever helped someone like Luna did? What do you think motivates her to be kind or brave? The story reminds us that even if we're scared or new, helping others can make us and them feel stronger and better. So some of the examples that I wrote on here. Brave. I know that she is brave because she didn't feel nervous after helping Ava. And that's the quote I wrote down to support that she's brave. Another one that I said is that she is kind or helpful. And my quote to support that, or my evidence to support that, was she helped Ava find her backpack. How helpful of her. I also said she was kind and used a different piece of evidence, and that piece of evidence said she smiled and asked Ava if she wanted to eat lunch with her. Last, my fourth one, I said she is brave because she walked up to Ava even when she saw her crying, and that's my piece of evidence. Okay, so all of these are pieces of evidence to describe Ava's traits. Okay, next time you'll get to create a character bag for someone in your real life, a family member, a friend, or even yourself. We might do this later on where we compare some of the characters too, so I want everyone to keep their bag that we made. What would you do if you were in this character's place? That's going to be our exit ticket, and we're going to write it at the bottom. We're going to do 1-sentence descriptions of what you would do if you were Luna in this situation. And another sentence answering if you met this character, what would you say to them? Okay, thanks friends. I hope you enjoyed.